Hello everyone. Today we are doing a new episode of Fantasy Star 2. Last time we finally were able to head more west and regain the spell music and also time met her demise. But since we now have went to a different city, we can now find someone else at our house. There's a knock at the door. How do you do, Rolf? I'm Hugh Thompson, a biologist. I came when I heard about your quest. I've had it all life, including biomonsters. I'm willing to fight to defend weaker life forms, though. Perhaps my knowledge will be of help to you. I'll feel like we are good friends if you give me a nickname. Your name fits you well. I'm glad to have you in our group. Let's check the roster at the point where you came in. There doesn't seem any problems. Be on your way. Let's see. Depends on who you want. Anna. Oh yeah, I remember her. I remember her. Alright, so it's time for us to head back to the biosystems lab. Be right back. Alright, we are where we're supposed to be. Okay. We're supposed to head through this door by using this key tube that we got from the librarian last episode. And now we can head south. There should be a town nearby. Let's see, what direction is it? It's to the southeast. I love how everybody's missing. Anyway, let's see, south and east. Well, you have no choice but to go south and east. Back to town. I have no clue. Alright. I don't know if we go through that tunnel. I do know you ought to head south and east. That's all I know. I guess you go through this bridge. I don't know exactly where they want us to go. If we're supposed to go head east from where we saw that tunnel, or if we have to go completely south. Let's see if it's down here. I don't think so. So I think it's east of this bridge. Okay. Let's just speed past this fight and figure out where this town is. I guess it's through that tunnel. Amy levels and learns a new technique. Oh my lord. He barely moved. Look at their health that back there. I thought they supposed to aim more on the characters in the front. Well, Rolf is in the front. But you can just tell. I guess this is the town of Zimmer. Let's find out. Yep, this is Zimmer. They should have said you gotta head through the tunnel. They just said go when you get to the tunnel. They didn't say go in the tunnel. Alright, take a look around the town, load all the equipment you need to buy, and head back to Rolf's to meet another person. That's not the teleporting device right there. Teleporting device is right here. I'll go back to Phantasy because we're in another town, which introduced a new character. Wolf's house is right here. I've long wanted to meet you. I am Anna Zersky. I am known as a guardian. Although most hunters are good, some have gone bad. I tracked them down. My job is to hunt evil hunters, but I can hunt anything. I dislike guns. Give me a weapon with a blade, and I'm deadly. I can help you. Yes, you can give me a new name, and I can forget the past and concentrate on the present. Let's see. I love how that's a sound effect. I'll call you Anna. Let's check the roster at the point where Anna came in. Let's try something different. We literally have to take Rolf and two. We're gonna try Hugh and Anna because when I first played way back when, I have never used Hugh. Never. So soon I'm gonna do some off-screen leveling up for these characters. Oh, everybody's fully healed, that's good. Alright, be right back. Alright, we're back. Everybody's within a decent level. And now we are heading to another dungeon. That dungeon is south of here. It is called Roron. Yeah, Roron. Roron. And it is southeast of here. So basically where we were gonna head if we didn't accidentally go the wrong way. Everybody has their equipment that they need. Not only that, but we have a sufficient amount of funds. So we will not be struggling with any monetary confinements. The question is, where in the southeast? We're going south, but I don't know how far southeast it is. Fire Eye. However much this thing's having HP, it's gonna suck. I'm surprised they didn't get a turn. But the setup is worth it, the experience isn't though. Of course it is. Of course it is. Alright. Nah. Still haven't found it. I guess that's Rowan. Yep, that's Rowan. Alright, we'll go down here. I love how I accidentally press on it again. You have to hit. This is not the right way. I'm trying to get all the items in here, even though there's only literally 2 items in here. You don't, so you have more than 40 HP. That's wonderful. Alright, no, if we should block, you'll reach a boss. New enemy, whirling. I was expecting it to be a long. I was expecting it to be another turn, but I guess not. It's full of garbage. Yep. Let's see. So we know you have at least 50 HP. No more, no less, don't know. It should have a box containing a ceramic bar. Yes. Alright. Head back to the entrance. Alright, we're back. Let's see. Enter the shopping line, walking south around the enclosed area. Eh. I guess we go from here. Where do we go? Oh. You have to walk in this area. Still funny that they have you walking in an area where you don't even see where the path is. Alright, strategy. I'm gonna have you take care of this thing. Let them try to take that thing out right there. Alright, this is the south wing, and we walk down to the chute to go back down to the first basement. Yeah, we faced these before. These aren't new. Well, they have 24 HP. At least. They give a decent amount of Maceta, 264. That would mean they give us 81. $264, that's 36 below 300, which would make it well, so it's 88. That's not bad considering it's only 24 HP. 88 HP. I'm sorry, 88 experience. Experience Masada. Off north. Okay. Before we continue, we have to get to this box so we know where we are. Don't know where north I have to go, but I know I have to go north. Rolf needs to be healed. I love how they got their turns twice, and I didn't even get a turn yet. Love it. $180 per item roll die made. I think the other two are fine and help, correct? Yes, they're fine. Where is this cannon at? Okay. It's not over here, it must be to the left side. I don't know what that did. If it did anything. All I saw was a distorted face. I had to make sure I wasn't muted. I guess this is the cannon. Yep. And continue moving, you'll find another chute up here. Take it, and then walk down. I'm glad this smell of dark, really. Alright, it's the bottom floor, and make your way south. You'll see a few Mota natives running around. Close another box. They talk to all of them and you learn. Okay. If I can find one. New enemy, Rockwood. That's a lot of damage, actually. I guess they don't have any defense because they sure take a lot. So they give us 162. That don't even sound right. 172? No, it's not 172, it's 166. Hey look, I made this jet scooter. It's something, isn't it? I think I'm gonna try and ride this over the ocean. If you like, you can come and watch. Alright, we got the exit here since we now know they got the jets. They told us about the jet scooter. So be right back. Before we head out of here, this enemy here was considered one of the harder enemies to deal with in here, due to the fact that they show up in 5, but they give a lot of Meseta and experience. So yeah. said use something against them. What was the number they said use? Song. She can regularly attack. I don't know what the soft does. Oh. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a no. That is a no. Alright, let's go. You wanna know what it does? Sock allows the user to sacrifice themselves to heal someone fully. Look at that Masetta. And no sock allows the user to heal everybody else at the cost of their own life. So, no. 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 I need all the hands on deck I can get. Oh, I shouldn't have I went the wrong way. I forgot the exit is there. The exit is literally just north of here, this spot. Alright, we got the jet scooter. Let's see. I wonder where those motor people went. Aha, there's a no attached. We love going through garbage yourself, so we don't need this. Anyone can have it. Hey, how lucky I am. Let's go on the jet scooter. And funny how they can go through this. Right. Basically, it's not the soft lock, so because you can't use this scooter anymore. I just need to find a place I can heal. I don't know what that's for. You have to head to Zima to heal because, as you can see, our health is looking pretty bleak. Doesn't help that everything wants to keep spawning. Don't you dare. The fact that you survived. The fact that you barely survived, but you survived. Alright. Guess they didn't want you alive. Thing is, there's no way to actually revive anybody. You can use techniques, but not techniques that will actually cause someone to be alive again. I love it, how diamonds heal you for the amount of HP that it costs. So it costs 60 to sell and it heal you for 60. What's this town? This didn't look like no Zemo at first. Well, I gotta revive roll first before I think about it. How much does it cost? Too much, that's what it costs. Alright, let me read up on what I have to do now. Alright, we have a new town to go to. It is accessible by land or water. However, to get there, it's like going right back to where we were just at. So, let's do that. Don't you dare. Good. I was thinking they were gonna give Blaster a free turn, which sucks, because they literally always do damage to everybody, I think. Remember that dungeon where they showed up the first time and basically ended the run I had when I was way at the end? Yeah. The fact that they're in the wild now. Fire handling that first, because the vortexes are nothing compared to that blaster. I know how the next area is gonna be something else to get to and all of that, but the items that we're gonna have to purchase are a little bit more on the expensive side. Can't wait. Agility decrease, at least not permanent decrease. Although permanent, that's a different story, but it's not. Oh, we level one shot. Fiasco. Alright, it's like going back to roll on, but you're going a different way. But let me read where I have to exactly go, so I don't mess up and get lost. I don't think in this game we really go far. Like, I think we stay on the same planet the whole game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, it's been so long since I played this game. With full intention. Probably the last time was whenever I did it for the channel way back in 2000 and whatever year that was. I love how that's a B and it's not even the right color. A levels again. So let's see. So it's like heading back to Wuhan, but what? And once we come to the walk to the west, we'll come to another bridge, okay? Whirling, let's speed through that thing. Oh my lord. I love it when it's an easy set of enemies and they don't want to leave you alone. So is this where they want us to go, to this bridge right here? West. Trying to see if this is the area. If we get it to a new town, then yeah, that's the area. Right now we're just getting encounters and they're not that difficult, so. There should be one more bridge before. Okay, that's what we need to look for, another bridge. Alright, to experience 388, which means it's 194. Don't know how much HP they have, but They gave 194 per. I guess Curie or Curie is right here. Of course, we get into one more encounter before we can get to the town itself. But you know how that be. Yeah. Alright. See what they have to say. Look at the Curie, yep. Hey, how you met our friends in Ruron? Yes. Answers of the people in this town used to work in the ocean. Cool. But first... Phantasy. I love how the first area thing you see is really somewhere to heal. Since we went to a new town, new character. How'd you do? I was glad to see you. If I done heard you going out after them badmans, I'm keen to help you. It ain't much for them slimy critters, but being machines robots get you right after bust them up real good. The virgin name be Josh Kane. What's the matter? Don't you think that's a good name? Let's see, what name would be good? I like how that's the only thing that's normal in this speech. Let's do. Alright, Kane is good against robots, and robots mostly show up later in the game. So right now, he is not as useful as he would be in the later part of this game, so it's recommended you leave him alone until later. Now let's go back to Kiyuri. Oh, we're about to get the last character, oh boy. There's one more time I just on both sides, and it's unsuccessful with the foot scooter. Now we have to head for the shoreline that's west. Play this game before, you already know who this is. So they give you 4 male characters and 4 female characters. Alright. But one of the male characters is mandatory to play as because they won't let you ever play without them. I love how they beat the mess out of Rolf already. Where in the world is this jet scooter? It's on the other side. Okay. Alright, we're back. Gotta get to this jet scooter and let's see. Jump on board, head due west, and you'll hit an island. New enemy named Terrakite. Oh. Okay. Terrakite, let's find out about this. I didn't tell me anything. I just need to know it's HP. That's all I want to know. It's HP. That's all. 67. Okay. So you give me the same amount of experience as your HP. Cool. They say this little island here is going to be important later. I love how we see enemies we first fought in the beginning. Now we head south of this mountain. Now we're facing a kite trap. God, why they gotta give me another version of these things up so soon? Kite dragon. Thank you, that's more helpful. Alright, kite dragon, okay. It doesn't know. How am I supposed to justify how much HP it has? It says it doesn't know. That's wonderful. Don't know how much HP it got. Oh, oh, don't know how much HP it got. Okay. Possibility we might have went too south. We'll find out. Did we? Whirly, which is literally one turn to win. Unless we just wow. Well, so south and then west. So he'll do west of this island. I'm trying to find a new town. There. This has to be it. Well, we are in the first area. That matters. That wasn't obvious enough, too. Alright, so on this side. We're gonna heal anyway, so I'm up. That was an accident. Alright, let's try it again. It said head due west. Don't know exactly where west they want us to go. It said head south of this island, that island, and then head due west. And I did exactly that, and this is the land I saw. If I had a map, that would be helpful, but I don't. That isn't that. I think that's Skira. We don't need Skira right now. Let's head north first. This way, that way I know. Okay, this is the island. Walk out to the west of you, don't go more into the west of you, which you cannot island with the sea. So around south of this island and head to the west. Until you reach land. No enemy, and that was a lot of Meseta. This is not a town. This is Rulon. Is Rulon in here? I don't know. Don't know what Rulon got anything to do with. It didn't say how far south or how far north you have to go. It said head due west. We got a pug kill and a pug hit. Whatever that's supposed to be. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna map now. Alright, so where's this area? So it's south of here. I'm looking at a map. It says it's south of that one. Due west. Is this a long walk? Yes, it is a long walk. Remember that town we saw when we went through that little path? That's the town we have to go to. Oh boy. Because we went down here, we went too far, so... It's gonna be fun. Technique, roll. Get back to Patio first. That way we already know where the jet scooter is. It's north of us. And because of that, Paseo is northeast of what you call it. What's that place called? It's northeast of Zimmer. The town that we're heading to is very east of Zimmer. See that dirt patch? Yeah, Zimmer is literally southeast of that. Southwest, not southeast. Alright, so let's speed this up. To get there, we have to actually, we were on the right track, but what we have to do, it says south, no, don't go through here, there's nothing there. That's Skura right there, but I think that's the right name for that area. Where we need to go is south of here. How south? Past this little bridge right here. Past this. And to get to the last area is a little walk. These enemies aren't making this walk feel better. It's past this little path here. Now we head west and south. Go right here and disembark here. And there'll be a bridge right here. We have to follow the bridges here to get to this town that was so freaking annoying to get to. Of course, we're fine. Why couldn't we just let her? Why can't you just let her leave? Because you won't let her, that's why. Not make the mistake of using that again. How much does res cost you? Just 3? That's nothing. Okay, I think we can make it now. The rest of the path is pretty self-explanatory. You just literally follow the bridges and a little small pathways to get there. Yep. That's all we have to do. But you cannot reach here without that jet scooter, so let us get her ahead and get there. This should be where the town is, right past the bridge. And there's the town. This is the town of Payata. The final town. Jeez, scrolling too far. This is Payata. This is the last town of the game. Let us heal everybody. If I can find the area that can heal us. Okay. Alright, let's head back to town. I'm gonna say Passio. And we're getting our final memory. There's a knock on at the door. Hello, Ro. You are just as handsome as they say. I'm sure gold. I'm a thief. I care little for peace and justice. I steal for fun. And frankly, I think your little outing will be packed with thrills for me. I think I'd like to go with you. Remember, I'm sure of the win. Nothing can catch me. Do you want me to come with you? What, you want me to give me a new name? Your name fits you so well. I'm glad to have you in our group. Now, sure it's not useful as a character, but she can steal items, and there's an item that will cause it so we can actually get the ability to save anywhere. But you have to level her to be able to get this, and also she can steal great items like Far Missing Sun and Moon Dew. Anyway, we are done with this episode because we're gonna have to do a lot of grinding. That being said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Next time we'll be heading to Uzo Island. So, take care.